the fire on and the kettle on. Yep. Now I know she doesn't want these beds here, so before she gets here, I'm gonna rip all them bed bits there because they're probably fault bits anyway, and then we'll get a clear idea where she wants her beds. So I'll rip them out. There you go. He's used that. So there's all rotten wood over there. He's chopping up and burning because it's burning season now. So that is a first area for our new beds. So she tells me as she wants them, I'll put them beds down and arrange these soiling paths. There you go, blank canvas for her. That's the first bit. This is being turned round after they're done. We'll get done over the winter. Work our way up to here. I think she's having that shortened. Taking one hoop off because it's too big for her. But yeah. So we'll just sit back and wait for Carol now. Whew, out of breath now. Yeah, nice blank canvas for her. Right, get that kettle boiled. Just sat having my brew waiting for Carol to turn up. Making plans for mine. Right, so Carol's on, she don't want me on camera. I can't see you anyway, the sun's there. So that's how it's got to be. So, them flags there. I'm going to put a path down here, a path down there, a path down there. I think she's got enough. If not, we'll fill in with stone. We'll get them two paths done anyway. And then get all them levelled up, dropped in. Then we're going 2 high up back. And then round top, piece of 3x1. Just to marry it all together. Because it doesn't need to be too high. Yeah, so then she'll have a path down here if I get to the back of the greenhouse. And a water bottle going down there. And then composting down here. That's turning, so it's long ways, that tunnel. So then there'll be beds at front of it. And then not as wide a path there, just a bit narrower can be. Because none of these get to a compost bins, so probably half of that path. So we'll gain that end here for these beds at front of it. Anyway, them's the plans. We'll start cracking on with that tomorrow. So probably get that path in tomorrow. As I had throwing them flags about. Anyway, that's it. See you tomorrow. Baboon. I'm back on here. Let's have a look a minute. Hang on a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. Passing traffic. Yeah, I'm just on here poodling about because I'm going cutting somebody's garden in a minute because he's not very good. So I'm going to tidy in his garden ready for winter. But anyhow, I'm just roughing out where this is going because I'm going to start it tomorrow. So that's where the flags are going to go. Many she's got. Hopefully we've got enough for both paths. If not, we'll infill the middle with stone. Leak alright. So that's where that first bed's going. Needs a bit chopping off then, because it needs to be in line with the tunnel. So we'll It's not intruding onto the path like them. You'd be on line with that tunnel up there. There you go. So I'll get a string line on them when I'm doing them. I'll just go through it now because that's coming down anyway. Yeah, that's a rough layout. Should be cracking on with that at morning. I should get that first bed in anyway, on that first path. Take a couple of hours, but slow and steady. Yeah, just weeded all my beds. Well, only 2 weed, the rest of the one's covered up. Need weed kill at path tomorrow. I'll do that if it's not raining. Should be the last weed kill really for winter. And then, I'll tell you what, just been leaking out. I'm sure I've just seen on here, I have. The size of that pair there. Oh, dropped it. Whoa. That's a monster. Yeah, I'll take that for Blue. He loves spurs. Some breakfast after. Look at the size of that. That's a crumper. All them trees can stop there then. They're cropping like that. I took my wheel off my wheelbarrow because it's punctured. So I'm going to take that home. Fix my puncture. Grapevine's cracking on, isn't it? That's not growing so good. This one's cracking along though. Take that out. Another one. That. Yeah. Well, this one's to end now. Let's come into that. Snip that end off. There you go. That needs a bit of persuasion, but there you go. Show it the way. Oh, that was Carol then. Yeah, and that one's nearly to end, so all in place for next year. I think I'm going to one of us sig up there. See if Carol turns up, if not I'm off. I'll see you tomorrow. Right, we're back. I'm going to do some on this today, this morning. Do a couple of hours, see how far I got. I brought all my tools and I brought my sack barrow for that, for them flags. Because it's only got thin wheels on that one. So I should get down path with it. I'll get that path done full, I'll get that wood in straight. Get the line. I'll get that line of flags in. If I can get that in this bed today, I'll be happy. Because it'll be a couple of hours in itself. Yeah. I won't make a brew and then crack on with that. Well, that's just the best part of an hour. But I've got that in there. It's 4 foot by 16 foot. So I've finished these edges off now. I'm just tacking it on with a nail gun. Then I'll go around my screws later when it's all settled. Make sure it's all right first before I screw it. So I've just tacked a couple of tacks in with my nail gun. Nothing long. Like 1.25 inches long, so the fire straight in. So I'll have to move over a bit now to 2 foot. Let me see. Make that bed a bit wider, I think. Keep it as it is and move that side over. But I'll concentrate on this first, get all this level, and then I'll move up there. So, crack on with a bit more. So I'd graph this, we'll get in there. I'd like to third it way up that path. We'll do another 6 flags put in there. And then we can book that bed right up to it. And that'll be the first bed in. Peg it in, done. Bad dream. I'm knackered now though. I'm a bit scratted about for it to fill up, to get it level. But we'll get there. There you go, all done. What I've had to do there is that create a step, because it's too high there. I don't want a big lump here, so you step in there, it's not so bad, and straight along. Yeah, all straight and level, no wobbling. I just have to pull that board over now. I just have to take soil from behind it, move it over, and I can peg it, and that's done this side then. Move on to that one. I don't know if there's enough flags there. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, there is. There's enough to do that middle path. So, belting, brew time. That's just took 2.5 hours. Well, I think it's home for a Radox bath in a bit. We'll go tidy up. Just got them levelled up ready. I'll put that raw flags down there. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. See how many we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 at a push. So we'll just have enough to do them 2 paths. But same as I said, it's not today because I'm knackered. That's just took the best part of 3 hours that. But it's a start. So it'll be just a path down here next time I'm on. Do this bed here, and then them stones there, I'll put some black down, I'll drag them stones down. So it's a stone path up there. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping, I've not had a coffee yet, but I'm going to go and have one in a minute. Anyway, that'll do us for today. I have nothing to do on here. Just this side really, for Carol. But she should be pleased with that, it's a good start. You can see what it's going to look like. Oh, my back. No fun throwing them about. Yeah. So now, when I move that tunnel, flip it around, this is on line now with that tunnel right up there, can you see? So all that will step back, so it'll not be jagged out like that. See? So I'll follow this line from there to the tunnel once I take that down. Once I get these beds in, I'll be able to string line straight through then to the tunnel. Then all the beds will be straight upside. Well, mine are straightish, but at least they're in a line like. These, I've done them all winkety wonkety. Because I did them. There you go. That's what you get for not measuring. And peppers are still going. I've not even watered them or anything. Right, see you next time on here. Get all this area finished hopefully. Have a couple of hours, couple of 3. See you later. In my back. Nice quiet morning. Not raining, not sunny. Bob on. Right. I'm gonna get this done this morning. We'll finish that line of flags there. Do that path up there and get this bedding straight. And then all this bottom end's done then. Yeah, I'll put that stone path down here. I brought some black up. So that's what I'll be doing this morning. But first I'm lighting my fire and putting kettle on. I'm going to start chopping this wood up soon because it needs burning. We can both have a do at that. Whenever we come on, have a fire, and then soon get rid of it. Right, I'll go and make a brew and then we'll crack on. So that's both baths done there. She's only got enough flags to go to here, so it matches straight on with that one. So it steps back, so it doesn't step up as far, but it steps back, and you see. So it matches anyway. So now what I'm doing, that pile of stone I drag back, just put some black down. I'm going to drag them stone along this path here. We'll see how far they get. But you'll get most of it covered. Get in there, then I'll fix the beds in, then it's done. We'll crack on with that path. There you go, just a short one today. So that's all done. So she'll need a couple of bags of stone. Just B&Q crap stuff, and it'll do. Just to do that path, it'll all mix in. And then it'll probably be going a bit thinner this. Once I turn this round. At least she's got a path foot walk all the way around for a minute. Round here. So yeah, what I've done. That one was slightly up there, so I've hit it and must have been a brick in the middle. So got one left there, but spider's web. That's got a crack on, can you see? So as soon as you hit that with them all, it'll probably crack. We've got that one more there, but it's got a chip out corner. So I might have to use that one and just fill it in with cement. But I'll leave it for now. I'll let her know that she needs, I need to replace that one, because you see it humped up in the middle. I've obviously hit it on that corner to knock it down and snapped. But there must have been a little brick underneath. I did try to get them all out. But that's phase one complete anyway. Once her once what? I was about to say something. I know I need to straighten that up too. Hang on, thinking. Sorry. People shouting, come here, Papa. Out backs. Yeah. So that's all but done. It needs painting. But now I can move on to that part, which is getting that tunnel up. Turning it that way. And putting it over near the edge that side. And then a long bed this side, I think, or something. But we'll get on with that next time. Well, that's phase one. Phase two, phase three. Phase three is that tunnel and that shed. But that's stopping there, but I don't know what's happening with it yet, but be a while before we get to that. That looks okay anyway, doesn't it? So you can weed all the way around these beds now. Walk down here. All the way around. And that's what it's all about, getting around your beds. It's nice and practical, fit loads of crops in there, and it's quality good. Right, I'm going to have another brew, and I'm going to tape. I've got a couple of bags on here, and I've got some more stuff go. So, might start taking that down tomorrow, we'll see. Don't think she's got much in. Bit of kale, couple of sprouts. Couple of scabby collie over there. Oh, that one's alright. So that'll come up and empty your crops out, and then I can move that. And then we've only got these beds here. That's being a netted tunnel, I think. And finish shed, I've got all stuff for shed. So I can finish that off too. So that might be my next job. I'll finish that shed next. Yeah, I'll do that in the morning. I'll come on and finish that shed, so it'll only take an hour. A couple of hours, tops. And I'll fix a leak out roof as well. Yeah, we can okay that. Right, see you tomorrow.